The night was silent, except for the faint hum of the baby monitor, the little green LED blinking softly in the dim nursery as if breathing. Jessica and Mark had brought their daughter Lily home just hours ago, her tiny breaths steady in her crib, swaddled in pastel blue. They were exhausted, but blissfully sewed the perfect new family evening. Then, the monitor crackled. A whisper came through, barely audible, like a child humming an unfamiliar lullaby. Jessica glanced at Mark, but he shook his head, probably just interference. They ignored it. Minutes later it happened again. A gentle clicking, like a latch being moved. Then a clear voice, "Mummy, why won't you come?" Lily lay sleeping, and the monitor was across the room. Impossible to have overheard such a direct plea. Jessica's heart pounded. Mark leaned forward, repositioning the monitor. They chalked it up to fatigue until the monitor emitted a soft giggle. They froze. Their eyes met, and Jessica's lips quivered. Lily stirred, but remained asleep, peaceful, unaware of the voice inches from her crib through the speaker. The monitor glowed, and the voice came again. "I'm here." They leaped out of their chairs. Mark dashed to the crib, empty. Lily's swaddle was folded at the foot of the crib. She lay asleep, but the space beside her was hollow. They rushed to the hallway, nothing. Jessica's phone buzzed. "Check your recording." Mark pressed play. The audio that came from the baby monitor was clear. Footsteps, soft whispers, a creaking door, then Lily's name repeated over and over. Jessica's blood turned ice. They called their parents, but who would believe? While they were talking, the monitor flickered and the voice again. "Daddy, I miss you." Mark dropped the phone. The monitor's speaker crackled with static, then the lullaby returned, but there was now heavy breathing behind it. They ran to the nursery. The door closed and locked from the inside. Mark knocked frantically. Jessica turned the knob. It wouldn't budge. The monitor showed static, and then a black silhouette appeared on the screen beside Lily's crib. The silhouette leaned in and whispered, "We're watching." The room plunged into darkness. The monitor's LED died. Outside the house was still, but inside time stood still. After what felt like an hour, the door clicked open. Lily was alone, seemingly asleep. The monitor flickered back on, and the voice, gentle now, whispered, "Thank you for returning her." Jessica grabbed Lily and fled from the nursery. All night they sat in the living room, baby monitor silent. Morning light crept through the curtains and the monitor blinked once. On its own, Mark picked it up and saw a message on the small screen. Until next time, they left the monitor on the couch and went outside. Later, when they returned, the monitor lay face down. Lily snoozed. Jessica turned it over. The screen read "Hello Daddy" in red letters, no sound. Mark unplugged it and took it outside, smashing it on the driveway. The pieces lay amid shattered plastic and wires. They assumed the presence was gone. But that night, Lily's crib monitor was a new one, the old one in trash. At 3:17 a.m., the new monitor beeped and the screen flickered. A voice, calm and intimate, bedtime story. Jessica opened her eyes. Lily breathed softly beside her. She reached for the monitor. The screen showed static, then words in white, "You can't get rid of me." A gust of air passed through the room and the monitor cracked, then shut off. Jessica and Mark sat rigid, holding Lily. Outside the window, a figure watched, and though the house was filled with silence, they heard the monitor's faint hum turning into a child's soft laughter meant for no child in the crib. It continues in that atmosphere of creeping dread, binding their trust in technology, their desire to protect their child, and the unknown voice that claimed, "We're the ones listening now," forcing them to question every whispered sound, every static tick, every midnight hour when the monitor would become the channel for something more than simply a sleeping baby, something ancient, patient, and hungry for attention.